hello, and welcome back to the greatest podcast on the face of the earth. You are back tuned in to the LaVar Walker podcast show. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. Y'all show me so much love in this thing. And I just wanted to come to y'all today. Today is Monday, October 13th. 2023. So shout out to everybody who had to get up this morning, start this long week, taking those kids to school, getting them ready, coming back to handle your business. You did that. Pat yourself on the back, man. Everything been going well for me, man. I can't complain. I don't really have too many complaints. A lot of times people will sit and ask me, "You all right? You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man." I don't know if you want me to lie to you, or you want me to make up a lie so that we could trauma bond. But life is good. The only thing I'm having right now, what I'm going through, my refrigerator is dead. This beautiful Samsung refrigerator that I bought about 5 or 6 months ago with the fancy screen, and you can watch YouTube and play Spotify. You can do whatever you want to on this thing. It does everything. It even orders your groceries. It does everything except keep your food cold and frozen. That's right. The shit went out. It broke. So we've been in this house without a refrigerator probably for the last it's been about 2 weeks. So we happen to go, I'm having to go out and buy ice. I'm having to go out and get coolers. And it goes on and on. Fortunately, I have a small fridge out in my garage. I keep some beer in there, whatever. I had to move my beer out and put, just put whatever we can in there, just little bitty bottles. So me and my family are in here living like college kids right now, and it's really getting on my nerves. It's really getting. I'm a little pissed off with Samsung too. I was figuring maybe they could just bring me a fridge like immediately, but they are sending me the refrigerator from China. And when I called them, the refrigerator is on a boat in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean or wherever, the Pacific. I don't know, but it's in the middle of the ocean. To show you how long, when you just think about that, I was like, man, I am never getting this fridge. To think about that thing floating from China to me here in Atlanta, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm trying to be as patient as possible, but this has been a very arduous and daunting process. And I'm ready to have my shit in the fridge. And you know what's crazy? I keep looking in the refrigerator because you just do that out of habit. You know, you're hungry, you walk to the fridge. You know ain't even nothing in there. But for whatever reason, you open the door anyway and hope something magically appears. So I walk to my fridge and then I go to my cooler where I have to bend down and find me something in there to eat. And I got to keep buying this ice. This ice is melting so fast. And I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we cool, you know what I'm saying? But spending all this money and shit eating out, I'm getting a little tired. It's getting to be a bit much. So I need Samsung to step their game up. But I could tell you, this will probably be the last Samsung refrigerator that I buy. They did offer to give me an updated refrigerator. This is supposed to be a new and improved model of the model I already have. But my goodness, if that shit go out, I'm just gonna cut my losses and just tell them to give me a full refund on the fridge, man. Moving right along, I want to talk about something that's just been a little interesting to me, and that is just the current state of Hollywood, man. Being in the entertainment business, and I've been full time a few years, but I was straddling the fence for about 20 years as I worked as a retail pharmacist. But being in this business for as long as I've been, the current state of Hollywood is a very, very interesting state. The current state of entertainment is very, very interesting because everything in our society right now is being disrupted, all facets of life, from anything you can name, but especially television, movies, comedy. Everything is being disrupted due to technology. Now, when you think about Hollywood, you go back to the early 2000s. I mean, we could just go back 20 years. Hollywood was primarily a monopoly. They had basically a monopoly on attention, meaning you had to jump through hoops of fire. You had to do this, do that, move out to LA. You had to go through so many people, so many cattle calls, and just hope and pray that you get in alignment and you can somehow start your career. Well, with the disruption in technology, technology has made it so everybody is leveling the playing field. So anybody with a cell phone can jump on here. Now, with that being said, with that level playing field that we have now, what we've created is a deficit of attention because everybody's vying for attention. So you got two eyeballs. You wake up in the morning, all this shit is competing for your eyes. The apps, the television shows, the this, the that, me coming in here doing a podcast and 40 videos on Facebook. Everybody is in a race where right now I believe attention is worth more than oil, worth more than gold, worth more than diamonds, because we're all mining for that attention. And what has happened in the bowels of Hollywood, where these once big stars reigned, right? Where you had the big movie stars, you had the big television stars, they are of no more. And I'm watching on Instagram and Facebook and all these different platforms. These artists are breaking down. They're just crying out for attention, and it's very very sad, and it's discerning to watch these people hold on to yesteryear and try to hold on to those past accolades like anybody cares. People don't care. You know, you're watching them. I've even seen Jada Pinkett. She's popped back up again because the book didn't sell. So now she got to keep fucking mining and trying to figure out how to get people or how to come on a common playground with people, you know, to have something in common with them. Because a lot of these people, a lot of these stars, you know, like when you think of Jada Pinkett, hell, Jada Pinkett blew up when she was, what, 17, 18. She ain't living no regular life in forever. And it's very, very difficult for her to get on the level playing ground, to understand people that don't have maids and big time movie star husbands and being able to fly private and do all this shit. Nobody can understand. So they do these antics and they do all types of tactics and shit to bait us in. We're witnessing the last movie stars. You're not going to see movie stars anymore. Like, who would be the equivalent to the new Denzel? Would it be Damson Idris? Is it Michael B. Jordan? Is it Idris Elba? Who is it? Because they're all here, and even though these guys are very talented guys, they're stars in their own right, but it's almost like nobody really cares. If you get what I'm saying? You got to be a big motherfucker for people to freak out now. It's just a totally, totally different game, and it's very, very pathetic, if you ask me. Now, recently, I just saw, matter of fact, speaking of Hollywood, I saw the good brother Cuba Gooding Jr. Recently. And this is Cuba Gooding. I want to show y'all this. This is our good brother Cuba Gooding. Lord have mercy. This is Cuba Gooding. He's at a party and he's breakdancing. Did you see that? Let's run it. And that's Flavor Flav. This is very interesting. Let's just run that back again. Let's show what Cuba did here. Okay, let's go. This is him at the party, looking a little bit disheveled, shirt open. We can tell he rode in there on the white horse, and he could not wait to do this breakdancing routine. But there's definitely something in his system. I mean, just look at that. Let's go back here. It's about right here. It's about right here at this moment when I realized that I'm looking at Eddie Kane Jr. And this is just one of the examples of our stars, our super talented in Hollywood crying out, and they're just going through it, man. It's getting more and more difficult. People aren't watching these shows. Their eyes are glued to the phone, and this is a result of this. And this is very, very unfortunate. I don't know where his handlers are. He's dapping up Flavor Flav. This is an actual highlight of his night. And I don't know if they're in some Hollywood thing, but people are gonna lie to him. They're gonna lie. Most of the people are gonna lie, man, you were great, man. And they're gonna pat him on his back. They're gonna tell him awesome. And when he walks off, they're gonna go, what was Cuba on, man? Nobody's gonna want to work with this guy. This is how they operate. And this is just an example. This is the breakdown. This is what's happening. You're seeing people just talk, show up and talk, and showing up disheveled. They don't know what to do. I don't know why his manager or agent didn't have a tranquilizer to hit him with or to hold him back from this. This is just horrific. I know it's going viral like crazy. And this just isn't it, man. And this is the current state. This is where we at. This is where we at in this business. So I would tell anybody that's coming into this business of entertainment, it is your business, and understand that the biggest word in show business is actual business, and the show is this small. It's that small. Like it is. You're as successful as your success lies and depends on the amount of eyeballs that you can get on you. And when those eyeballs go away, so does the success. It begins to diminish. And that is what a lot of these artists in Hollywood are having the hardest time with. They can't seem to hold on. We're literally watching the Titanic sink right now, being Hollywood. And these people don't know what to do. All right. Future prediction for me, Fox just bought Tubi. I believe most of these platforms, ABC, NBC, will probably enter some type of space where they could be platforms where you and I can just prop our show up on this download. Now you got an NBC show, because I just don't see anybody beating the internet. I mean, you think about it now, you go to your hotel room, you don't turn that TV on. That TV just there. They don't even need to put, if they took all the TVs out of hotel rooms all over the country, I think you would get a relatively small amount of people to complain. People don't even turn the TV on to show you that this has killed everything. This phone. And it's very, very sad to see my good brother Cuba out there. Hopefully he'll get some proper hydration or some water or something that he needs, man, to just chill and just calm down. And to show you even the music business, that has also been the music business has been tainted as well. I mean, if you've been watching, and Druski and Birdman are beefing. Okay? Druski and Birdman have been beefing in the media recently. They picked it up on TMZ. But of course, we know this is a sketch. And look, I want to give a special shout out to Druski, because this is probably one of the greatest skits or pranks on the general public that I've seen since the show Pranked, whatever that show was with Ashton Kutcher. So they've been beefing. Birdman pops up with a picture with Drewski's chain. Now, to show you how bad we are in the game right now, when you think of Birdman being the mogul that he is, being the powerhouse record exec, and I'm sure, this could be for shits and giggles why he did this, but he did it for another reason. He needs to get that draw. He needs to get the pull of that attention. Okay? So he actually kind of needed Drewski in a way as a conduit. He has all the money to pay for all kind of advertising. He got all the money in the world, pay for whatever advertising he want, but people probably won't watch that. That's what I'm saying. And that's what a game is right now, baby. You know what I mean? That's what a game is. People got opinions. They could put that opinion out about your shit. And it's literally what it is. Okay. Also, too, in the news, Jada Pinkett has come back. She's back. Jada Pinkett is back. And I know we're tired because I'm tired. Jada's back, and I'm tired. The book ended up flopping. The book was a flop. You know, she went on that big run, her and Will, and nothing worked. Nobody cared. So now she's back in the news trying to drum up some type of story. I don't know. And it's hard. It's very, very difficult for her to try to figure it out. I don't know. We just in a weird place, man. And this is a woman that's been famous her whole life, and she's trying to come up with something to where she can relate to people, and it's not working. And my heart goes out to her as well as the Smith family, because I want to see them win. But like I say, we just in the death of that whole institution is literally crumbling before our eyes. And it's quite sad. It's quite sad to say the least. And so that's it. I don't have anything else for you guys. I just wanted to get in here and talk. My name is LaVar Walker. This has been another episode of LaVar Walker Daily Show podcast. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in, as you always do. And I will see you again back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Love, peace, and